Well, it's primary day today in Missouri. Republicans choosing their candidate to go up against Claire McChrystal, and conservatives and right-wingers are descending on the state in hopes of getting a Tea Party senator elected. And not too long ago, the community of Joplin was picking up the pieces after the devastating tornado that ravaged the town. It appeared they came together to overcome the tragedy.
This is a national tragedy, and that means there will be a national response.
And he also praised the community for coming together. They paused here at 5:41 p.m. on Sunday, exactly 1 week after the storm. A week that witnessed countless acts of neighbor helping neighbor and strangers becoming friends.
I couldn't even begin to tell you where everybody's from.
But it appears the community is actually quite divided. This after a second mosque was burned down there. So it seems the natural disaster united people, but this latest mosque incident shows the community may actually be quite divided, and Islamophobia and other bigotry is alive and well. And not just in Joplin, this just days after the mass shooting of a Sikh temple in Wisconsin. So what does this all say about bigotry and tolerance in America? To discuss this and more, Nihad Awa, National Executive Director for CARE, joins us now. Welcome there, Nihad. So I know that your organization is offering a reward for any information regarding the incident. I mean, what is your gut feeling telling you? What do you think is behind this?
Well, that particular mosque in Joplin, Missouri has been the subject of attacks at least 4 times. The last one was in July, on July 4th, and an unidentified person threw what appeared to be like a bottle to ignite the roof of the mosque, and it caught fire on some parts of it. So the person is identifiable when you look at the security camera. Then the FBI put like a $15,000 reward for anybody who has information that will lead to the arrest of this individual. Apparently, they could not arrest him, and until just 2 days ago, the mosque was completely destroyed by fire. And we have reasonable belief that this could have been a deliberate attack on the mosque, given the history of the attacks on this mosque, 4 attempts to destroy it, to vandalize it and burn it, and eventually it was completely destroyed in the fire that you and I are talking about. We are offering $10,000 reward for any information that will lead to the arrest and conviction of the perpetrator of this fire. I know that the local enforcement and police are still investigating, and we would like them to take their due time to determine. We just have good reasons to believe that this has been a deliberate attempt to destroy the mosque.
And so, as you said, this is not the first time that something like this has happened. Do you fear that this is becoming a trend?
Well, I hope not. And I know that those who perpetrate these acts are trying to make it a trend. I think we collectively, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Sikh, people of faith and people of no faith, should make it difficult for those people to achieve their goal. And the tragedy that happened over the weekend in Milwaukee is just another reminder that hatred is blind, and those who try to undermine the fabric of this beautiful society should not succeed. So while I feel that some of these individuals are trying to succeed in their attempt to destroy and distract our society, I think we should not let them succeed. And in fact, there are few voices, and the overwhelming majority of people in our society are respectful. They believe in harmony and peace. And tomorrow I'm traveling to Joplin, Missouri. I'm going to meet with the leadership, with the local officials, along with our team. And the beautiful thing is a local church is offering to have a breakfast and host the community whose mosque has been destroyed. So, you know, despite these efforts by some individuals, the overwhelming feeling of the neighborhood, of people who believe in tolerance, are coming together.
And that is very nice to hear. I can imagine, though, that this must be very shocking and difficult for the Muslim community there to deal with this. Can you describe how it has affected the Muslim community there?
Well, the Muslim community there is very tiny, very small, about 50 families, and 15 to 20 families frequent that mosque. So you can imagine this mosque is the center of their life, and that's everything they have. It's their dream, it's their future, it's the place where they get together, they bring their children, they bring their neighbors. Just one night before the incident happened, they had an interfaith breaking of the fast in the mosque. So that now disappeared, and definitely the community is devastated, but the community is very hopeful that they will come around, and the community at large will stand by them, and in that spirit, we're going to offer support to them. But I hope that those who have been watching and those who know the perpetrators will do the right thing, come out, speak to the authority, and give all the information they have about this particular incident.
All right, and today is a big day over there in Missouri. The primaries are underway. Do you think that politicians sometimes use Islam as a scapegoat, or portray it as this boogeyman?
Not sometimes, unfortunately, always, and especially a particular set of mind of politicians. They're trying to scapegoat American Muslims because they're failing in creating jobs. They're failing in their duties to represent their constituencies and attend to the issues that people care about. So they go the easy way by scapegoating another minority like the Muslim community. The anti-Muslim sentiment and hate speech is on the rise in the United States, especially among some politicians, not all of them, of course. And I think they're failing their job, and that's why they just want to distract the public by just getting involved in fear-mongering, scapegoating American Muslims, because they see it like as an easy target. It's very appealing to ignorant people who do not know the Muslim community or Islam, and who judge others only based on stereotypes and news of events around the world, who most of the time have nothing to do with American Muslims or Islam itself.
All right, and this incident unfortunately also happened, it happened the same day as the Wisconsin shooting of the Sikh temple, the mass shooting. What do you think this says about the state of religious tolerance today?
I think we can do a better job in sending a message of unity, and I think our society can recover. But we need the political leadership and religious leadership to step up to the plate and send a powerful message of zero tolerance, to those who are trying to divide us along ethnic and religious lines. They have been using their positions to divide us, and those who are in positions of authority should take that as a challenge to push back. The fear-mongers and the Islamophobes, what we call them Islamophobes, are using their positions, their network, their titles to spread fear and sell fear in the society in an election year. And I think it takes awareness among all of us to come together and just prevent this from happening and deprive these people the opportunity and the chance, as I said, to sell fear and play with people's emotions. Ignorance is a big factor in this equation because most people do not know enough about Islam and the Muslim community. And I think knowing one another, reaching out to one another, learning about one another, seeing the other side is very, very important.
All right,
and
Nihat.
see them as friends.
I don't mean to cut you off there. We're out of time, but good luck to you as you pick up the pieces over there. Thanks so much. That was Nihat Awad. He's the National Executive Director for CARE.